Mark the Guitar Guy here, the crazy Kiwi guitar player that helps you become more awesomized in such a small little teeny little video. Today we are going to be talking again, the second time, about combining riffs with chords. Now I've done a video on this previously, go and check that out if you haven't seen it already. We've done one riff, okay? One riff we did was this little riff that we did right there, real simple riff idea. So go back and see that video if you haven't seen it already. We're going to be combining two more riffs to that idea to blow your mind, even in the same key, but it's very, very usable all over the net. We can do some cool stuff. I'll show you another day how we do that. So let's just keep something like similar to what we just did then. The chord progression we're going to use today. Let's use G. I'm just doing a bit of funky to C9 to an E minor. And then a G again. And if you want to do a basic version of that, we're just going to do the rock strum. We're going to go down, down, up, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So 2 bars of G, 2 bars, or 1 bar of C add 9, 1 bar of E minor. Okay, we're going to keep that idea going, okay? Kind of fun sounding. So, combining riffs in there. Now, we do like to do them at the end of a phrase or of a chord progression. I'll give you an example. Kind of at the end of those 2 bar phrases. So that every second bar at the end of that, I'm throwing in a riff. For this example, it works really well. So, we're going to learn one new riff, okay? 2 new riffs, starting with the first one. Instead of doing a hammer on, we're going to do a pull off and land on another note. So the way we're going to do that, it's kind of opposite of the hammer on riff. We're going to do a pull off. We'll start with a 3rd string, 2nd fret. We're going to pull that note off, so flick the note down, flick the finger down from 2. We're flicking it down, and that makes the open note happen, like a bow and arrow pinging. Gives you the pull off. And then we're going to play a 2 on the string above that. In this case it's 2, 0 on the 3rd string and then 2 on the 4th string. So we end up with... So just get used to doing that riff. By the way, if you haven't done a lot of pull offs, you're going to find that tip of your finger is going to get a little bit sore. Mine's getting sore right now, but dig in, we can do this. Okay, that riff there. So let's add that into our playing. Here we go. Like that. That's where we're going to throw it in, okay? Here we go. Now obviously you've got to get off that last note because your finger's already on a note at the end of the riff. You've got to get off it to get to the next chord in time. So in this case it's a G or a C9. Okay? So keep that in mind. So you might end up doing another pull off, which is totally fine because that sounds cool too. So you're doing a pull off, pull off. Sounds like this. Now C9, isn't it? G, G again, riff, C9, E minor. Now if that chord progression is too hard, you can always go and use the one we did earlier with the other video. It's not a problem. So that riff now, if you've gotten good at that, I want you to try that out, okay? Once you've had a go at that and doing it maybe 10 times, we're going to do it again. We're going to do it the string above though. Instead of starting with the 3rd string and finishing on the 4th, we're going to start the 4th string, 2, 0, and end up on the 5th string, okay? And it works again. Amazing, Mark the Guitar Guy. I can put this riff anywhere and it sounds cool. I'll prove it. Here we go. Two pull-offs there. Now I'm going to do a combination of the 2. But you get the idea. So now we've got the original riff we did and this riff. We can intersperse them however we want, whatever we feel like doing at the time. It doesn't have to be the same riff, or we can just do no riff and carry on through. A lot of options there. Let's try mixing the last riff from that riff in different positions and then interspersing it with this riff. Okay, let's see what happens. See if you can spot which one's which. Here we go. Mixed up the chords a wee bit there, but you get the idea, don't you? You can hear how cool that adds so much more to your playing. So that's it. I promised you one more, didn't I? One more riff. So now we've done a hammer on, we've done a pull off. Now we're going to do one with a slide. Okay, so the slide we're going to use is real simple. And we're going to use the second finger. Almost did it wrong already. Second finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Okay, we're going to slide that to the 4th fret on the same string. Okay, one pick. The way to do that, if you do it slowly, it ends up being like this. Okay, and you can hear that middle note. But we want it to go in a hurry to that 4th fret. The way we do that is we look at the 4th fret, and that's where it goes to. Or we imagine it. We can feel it going that distance. It has to go and then stop full on, okay? And you can hear the note. If you do it too slow, it's going to sound and it's kind of die. You got to keep that pressure on. It's going to hurt. And the next note we're going to do, our first finger is going to play, the first finger is going to play the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, okay? So it's going to go, okay? This is the harder riff out of all the ones. When I teach this, this is the one that people struggle with the most, okay? So persevere if you're struggling. It's very, very normal. Here's the riff again. 2nd finger, really important this. We're sliding up because we need our first finger behind it to play the 3rd fret note, okay? So if we do it in this context of the, you need to be able to do that, okay? If I do it from a G, I'm just mixing up the chords there to show you where that would work. So, and once again, you place it in the same place. All the other riffs in this case lie. So we had the, and we had, and now we've got another one to add. So let's try doing it in there. So let's do the chord progression. Let's just do 2 chords. We're just going to do G and C add 9 to make it nice and easy. Okay, there's the riff idea. Let's add it in now with the other ideas. Okay, so let's do the same 2 chords and mix it up a bit. See if you can spot it. Bit rough, that one. Another riff idea that you can use and incorporate in the chords. I know we're in the key of E minor or G here, so that doesn't really open up a whole bunch of ideas for every single chord progression, but the majority of them will have some sequence of that kind of idea going on. We'll cover some other chords in other keys, but there's one cool thing that you can play out with. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play you out. I'm just going to let you guys know that if you want a guitar lesson with me one-on-one through Skype anywhere in the world, we can be having a lesson and you could be talking to me very, very soon. Just go to my Facebook page, click on the book now button. We'll find a time that we can do a session together and I can help take you playing to the next level and just basically do an individualized lesson just for you. I'm having a great time doing it with people all around the world and I've got some great friends out of it. So don't be afraid to do that. Otherwise, click and subscribe and all the cool things that you see around you right now, or at least later on. Okay, I'm going to do some chords in the key of G. I'm going to muck around and I want you to just to, actually no, we'll keep it very secure. We're going to do the same chord progression over and over. We're going to probably do about a minute's worth of this, okay? I'm just going to play you out. I'm not going to play any riffs though, or not too many, and I want you to be the riff master, okay? So here we go. In the key of G, we're going to start off with a G, and then we're going to go D, and then an A minor. And then we're going to do G, D, A minor. Same sequence, okay? It's going to be same strum, like this. To a D, A minor, back to G, okay? You go for it. If you want to join in, here we go. I'll count you in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Throw those riffs in there. Don't forget the slidey one. Maybe make your own little ideas up if you want to. A little bit longer, guys. Keep trying those ideas out. Big finish and a riff. See you next time, guys.